Yo, what's up, guys? Um, it is February 27th. I'm right now sitting in the middle of my neighborhood. So, as you can see, here's a garden which is in the center of the neighborhood, and the weather is quite good. I still have to wear this mask because of the coronavirus. Um, Today I'm gonna talk about something I want to talk a long time ago, which is the pro-China YouTubers or the pro-China vloggers. Um, I'm Chinese. I was born here. Like I was born from Shanghai and grew up in Shanghai and then went overseas. Um, you know, on the YouTube platform, you will always see those English-speaking foreigners or so-called foreigners, which are the people who wasn't born from China, but they are living in China, so they are called foreigners. Anyway, this is quite weird because foreigner group is a quite big group. So for anyone who comes from the other countries outside of China, they are called foreigners. But this is kind of like Chinese mentality. Today I'm going to talk about the pro-China YouTubers because I see something quite weird during this coronavirus pandemics. Well, so the first YouTuber that I'm going to talk about is Breakout 60, who is Canadian, I think. So this old Canadian and who has a Chinese wife, and he always stay in Nanjing, and which is located, I think, down to the southern part of China in the Guangxi province. And he always talk about like, oh look, the steam bond is so good, and the hot pot is so nice, and this and that. Look, the hustling bustling of China is so great. I love China. In Canada it's too boring, and like, why you always you have like people saying Chinese problem, and why are you saying that? Look, I'm in China, this is so great. Well, I'm quite tired about this like blindly compliment on the Chinese society, or to make a unreal utopia country. As we can see, he's never talk about like the problems in China, etc. But this is not what I'm talking about today. What I'm going to talk about today is during the coronavirus pandemics. It was like that was about the 2020 Chinese traditional year, New Year coming, like in January, and all the news are suddenly talk about the coronavirus and like quarantine sections which is going on. Then I found like in his channel, he's showing something like he want to get out of China as soon as possible because about like this virus was spreading, etc. I mean, for someone like really love China so deeply, can you do this like when something is wrong in the country? Actually, if you are in Wuhan, like in the Hubei province, I don't have any problem that you about this, like you want to get out of that place as soon as possible before the quarantine and block all the roads, etc. To escape that area because you don't want to get infected. But he is living in Nanjing. It's like thousands miles away from the Hubei province. It's even further than Shanghai, which is located in my place. And I don't understand why he is like trying to, oh, I want to get out of here. So this is makes something is real. Like he isn't really love China. He loves the benefits and the fame and all this like financial supporting that he got from China when he doing this kind of videos, which is like pro China videos, talking about how nice and how good. I mean, if you like really pro China, I don't have a problem to pro China. If China is so nice, something in China like the beautiful sceneries and the normal life, I don't care about that. But when you like pro those really small things, like you really pro those small things in your life, like you can get a steamboat just close to your apartment, and this is quite weird because isn't that fancy to have some kind of like Chinese food, whether you can find it from Canada or in the US. Yes, you can, of course you can. And he was talking about like, oh, I can get a delivery package like 2 days after I order something. Yes, this is real, but is that fancy things to make a video and to make a song about that? I don't think so. I don't give a shit about that, because even when you look at those delivery package services, etc., those people are working really hard and get really low pay to do a hard job and serves to you, and then you get this kind of benefit. I don't think you should make a video to pro that. This is not the right things to do. So anyway, let's cut the crap. Like he can make video to pro China to earn money, and he can get like tons of views and attentions. So he is looking for some kind of fame as well as money, I think, built upon on making a video talking about China. He is never talking about the problems in China. He doesn't look at those really issues which is going on, and I don't think he criticized anything, even the coronavirus which is spreading right now in China. As a Chinese, like I'm Chinese, I have families here. I flew like thousands, like almost like 10,000 kilometers away from Europe back to Shanghai. And no, I don't flew back to Shanghai because of the virus, but I came back here for the New Year, but my flight was changed, and then I have the opportunities to go back to Sweden, but I didn't change the flight to any Chinese airlines because the SAS, the Scandinavia Airlines, cancel all the flights from Copenhagen to Shanghai and Beijing. So I changed the flight. I choose to stay here with my families, with my friends, and we stick together. Because if I just go back like in February, I can go back in February. Then I have to worry about my families and all the situations which is going on, and so and so. So for someone who really loves China and as a citizen of China, I think I should stay. That's what I want to talk about first. Another YouTuber that I'm going to talk about is the 口语老炮马思睿, who is a pro-China YouTuber. I can't say he is kind of like pro-China YouTuber, but actually he is a English teacher who makes videos about like to show the English skills about the Chinese celebrities and their pronunciations, their grammars, and I think he's kind of like Mexican American citizen. I think I don't want to say he is the worst case or he is worse than Breakout 60, but he he is also someone like escaped during the coronavirus pandemics very early. Like he's living in Beijing. So what I can understanding what is my understanding is Beijing is something. The situation in Beijing is quite similar as Shanghai. So I don't understand why they are so panicked. They want to get out of China as soon as possible. And but this guy escaped like in the very early days when the news is going on, talk about the virus is spreading, etc. So this guy went back to the US and he is still making videos about China, etc. So he is some kind of like similar case as Breakout 60, who want to get out of China when some like this kind of disaster is coming. So these people are quite aware about the current situation about China, but they are not talking about the problems in China. They always like pro every day, which is quite nasty, I think. Because when you pro something, you pro if it's the reality, like you pro the reality, something is really nice, like the beautiful mountains in China. I don't have a problem, like the beautiful sceneries in China. I don't have a problem. But when you pro those like very basic daily thing, I don't think you cannot get this kind of things out of China. Then you come to China, suddenly you think you are in a paradise or something. So this is very bad thing. I mean, you pro I can ride a scooter on the street. This is so fancy. This is China. And you pro some kind of public toilet. This is so posh. This is so polished, and this is stupid. I don't love this kind of guys. I think they make this kind of rubbish videos for some purpose. The last one I want to talk about the Chinese YouTuber who is also located in Shanghai, and his name is Afu. So I think Afu is a guy that always showing his naive and childish, whatever it is. He got a wife from here in Shanghai, and he also always talk about like Chinese food is so nice, and his fancy utopia life in Shanghai. Actually, Shanghai is quite good, but not as good as they are talking about. And but I mean, he is not a bad guy. I mean, he is very friendly German, and during the virus pandemics, he went out to shoot some street sceneries, etc. I think this guy shows something I can accept. I'm not totally against to this kind of person, but I want them to show some problems and issues which is going on, and help China to improve the current situation. For this, like for the guys, the YouTubers that I listed today, I don't have any problem with them. I don't want to attract those netizens on the internet to come to my channel to screw my channel, but they are someone like they think the Chinese people are so stupid and naive, and whatever they pro, and they think our Chinese people will buy it. This is really pissed me off. Like, it's not like every Chinese people are looking for childish, naive things, and when you make it like low-level humor or funny things, and we all support you as a loyalty fans or something. This is stupid. Like, we want to see some really thoughtful ideas and inspiring logics that you help our country to improve and to fix the issues. This is what I want to see. So if the coronavirus pandemic, it is still going on, I'm still wearing a mask. If Guilau 60 can stay here and helping to be a volunteer and to do whatever he can do to help to stop this kind of pandemics and the virus spreading. This is the things that I want to looking for if someone, especially the foreigners or the foreign society, want to help China to get along with. And you know what? This Guilau 60, he went to Thailand or something, and he didn't like quarantine himself for 16 days or 14 days in his apartment. He went out, and he went hanging out every day after he come out from China. This is a very irresponsible person, and I think Stalin called them useful white idiots. It is correct. Like, these idiots make tons of money by doing some really easy job. This is really makes me pissed off. That should be stopped as well.